Hello viewers, welcome to Elim TV. This is where you watch and learn. I'm your tutor, Miss Mkungi. I'm taking you through CRE Form 3. This is our 38th lesson and our topic today is Jeremiah, and the subtopic is Jeremiah suffering and the lamentation during his ministry. On to the lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe or explain Jeremiah's suffering and the lamentation. During Jeremiah's time, during his ministry, he suffered in a number of ways. One, you realize that Jeremiah's suffering was painful, and he suffered physically, emotionally, and also psychologically. In suffering, there was loss and grief. When you're talking about Jeremiah's lamentation, Jeremiah's lamentation was strong emotional expression of pain and grief. Jeremiah suffered in the following ways. He suffered rejection by his own families and the relatives. They plotted to kill him. This grieved Jeremiah in a great way. Jeremiah also suffered in Anathoth from his home village. When you're talking about Anathoth, this was the hometown of Jeremiah. This was the hometown of Jeremiah, whereby he suffered a number of things by killing the false prophets or by condemning the false prophets. You will find that Anathoth planned to kill him, but God protected Jeremiah. He pronounced God's judgment upon them. Jeremiah also suffered when he was accused falsely. He was accused of blasphemy after the temple sermon. He foretold the destruction of the temple, just like Jesus Christ in the New Testament he did. Another thing, you will find that Jeremiah was accused and trickery, that he was planned to leave Jerusalem and join the Babylonians. This led to Jeremiah being arrested and put in an underground jail. Jeremiah received death threats because of speaking for God. King Jehoiakim plotted to kill prophet Uriah. The prophets escaped to Egypt, but he was followed to Egypt, arrested and killed by King Jehoiakim. The king had planned to accuse Jeremiah of Uriah's death. Joachim and other elders defended Jeremiah. When you read Jeremiah chapter 26, you will find the accusation that were placed against Jeremiah. Also, when you talk about Jeremiah's suffering, Jeremiah, he was thrown into a dry well, whereby he starved for a number of days before they took him out. Jeremiah also faced opposition from Sanballat, who was his greatest enemy. He also faced a rejection from the priest and from prophet Hananiah, who was telling against what God has sent Jeremiah to prophesy. We have come to the end of our today's lessons, and below there's an activity that we are supposed to carry out. Let's sit in a group of 6 and discuss Jeremiah's suffering from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 27, chapter 37, and chapter 38. Also, you are supposed to list the suffering and the lamentation of Jeremiah. The last thing you're supposed to do during these activity moments, you are supposed to state under what circumstances that Jeremiah suffered and who were the leading in Jeremiah's suffering during his ministry and teaching. You can refer to KLB Book 3, page 90 to 91. You can contact us by SMSing the number that is appearing on your screen. Also, we are there in YouTube as Elim TV. You can also find us in Facebook as Elim TV and in Twitter at Elim TV_KE.